And that is your warm welcome to our brand new podcast.
Called Beach Theory.
Oh, I can smell it. No, don't you start.
Okay,
Don't
first
you
off,
even start.
let's talk about something that I've wanted to talk about for a long time.
Save it for a later episode.
No, this is a good one. When we first started dating and were married,
What does that have to do with burping?
a lot.
Okay.
Because when we first started dating and we were married, we were very sarcastic with each other.
That's true.
And we would treat each other badly. Like we were not...
It got bad.
And I never thought there was anything wrong with being sarcastic with each other or teasing each other until I got pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
And then one thing that
Once
we
you
used to do...
realized that you couldn't take it anymore, you decided, let's stop doing this because it hurts me.
No, it wasn't that. It was that
Because I'm better at
it
being
was
sarcastic
unfair
than you
because
are.
I was like, Michael, you can't dump cold water on me in the shower, but I can to you because you're not pregnant.
Like I said, she
And
can
then it
give but
started
she can't take it.
getting actual anger involved in our immaturity.
So we stopped doing sarcasm altogether in our
Sarcasm
marriage.
and just teasing.
It's been like
joking.
what? Probably 8 or 9 years since we've like done sarcastic mean things
Not
to each
8 or
other.
9 years.
Yeah. James is
Probably
9.
like 5 years. But that shower thing, yeah, 8 or 9 years.
Right. But I think the sarcasm's been out of our marriage for a long time.
Well,
We just have mutual respect.
I can be sarcastic with anybody else,
Yeah.
and I can be sarcastic and tease
and you take
with
so much pleasure
anybody
in
else,
it too.
especially Ryan.
You need an outlet
He's
for
my
your sarcasm.
outlet.
Because you can't do it on me.
But you, I have learned that if we want to have a successful relationship, you can't be the person I prank all the time, and you can't be the person
That's true.
that I tease and
That's
that I'm
right.
sarcastic with all the time.
So,
Because
there you go. That's your first beach theory. Sarcasm in
first-
marriage. Don't do it.
yeah, but it takes a long time to get like out of that, and sometimes I still have a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, like, but it's always like with love. It's never with like a conversation that I really should be having
Right.
with him.
Right.
That is a very serious conversation. Like those, I know if I do sarcastic, then it's like, why are we beating around the bush? We need to actually talk about this intense subject that we're both upset about.
Yeah.
But if it's something that's like lighthearted, I can still be a little sarcastic.
So you brought this up. What does that mean? What is this? What is this? What are we doing right
Well,
here?
I belched, and then I thought about blowing in Ryan's face and how I can't blow in your face, but I can blow in Ryan's face. So that's the explanation of why.
And this podcast is all about those lessons that we've learned
Yes.
through our life and theories that we've developed of how to be good people and how to not be
How
mean
to be group people.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's right. Good group people. I want to be a group person.
Yeah, I feel like we've come a long way and we've learned a lot of lessons, and it's time to share them with the world. Because
We'll answer questions.
we've come a long way. We went from mooching with our families, living with them, letting them support us
as
and
adults, as married
adults, with
mooching off of
kids.
parents. Yes, this isn't like childhood.
No,
This is,
well, childhood too.
we were practically children, married with children.
We were young too.
We were.
We got
So
married
we're gonna
when I
tell
was
the whole story
19.
and everything. This is gonna be like
Yeah.
all
You're
encompassing of
gonna
our
get
whole life.
to know us really well.
And
Not
maybe
like
more than you want to.
yeah, probably more than you want. That's a good point. But now we've come a long way from that, and we manage our own business, Beach Family Studios, and we have multiple YouTube channels, and we make our living off of
An
the internet.
empire. We have a whole empire. The world is our next territory to conquer.
And we have hired out people. We have a lot of people that help us do all of the things that we do, and that was a big leap. And
Yeah, so we'll talk about that.
anyways, we want to talk about all these
everything.
things, all these growing pains that were really hard.
They are, but that are good for you.
Yeah.
Like challenging yourself and growing beyond what you're currently comfortable with is so important for your own personal happiness.
Yeah.
And just progression in life.
Which is really interesting because I feel like most people in life stay the same for
Right.
a long time.
And so
Like,
maybe through what we've learned.
I think because we see ourselves on YouTube all the time, it's really it's like having to face yourself in the mirror
Right.
and go, oh, I don't like that. Or, oh, that's not perfect. Or, oh, I've had this problem for actually 10 years now.
Right.
Not just, oh, when you have a bad habit or something, you kind of forgive yourself and think, oh, I'm not going to focus on that. But once you start to actually look in the mirror and go, wait, I've had this for a long time. Maybe it's something I need to face.
Right.
Maybe it's something I need to change. That's what YouTube
You
has
forgive
done
yourself,
for us.
but then you even forget that you're even doing it anymore.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's like you forgive and you forget.
Right. So maybe.
And then you just keep doing this thing wrong all the time.
So we're not perfect, but we're
No.
still learning. And some of the podcast episodes will be us having a hard conversation that we're actually currently struggling with in our marriage and trying to figure out. And so
There's going to be a lot of secrets that we have not told you guys ever.
right. And
That's scary.
we'll have that hard conversation on camera, raw, live. So you can see what it looks like for marriage to communicate and to work through a problem.
And that's one of the very
that's
biggest
one of the big things I want
things.
to talk about on
Yes.
this is like, what's something hard that we're struggling with right now? Let's do a podcast and talk
Like
about
marriage-wise and relationship-wise, this has been the hardest and the very best thing we have ever done in our lives. YouTube.
Because now we're together all the
We
time.
work together
Right.
24/7. We had to figure out how to communicate or we would have split up by now. Like,
Right.
it would have not gone well if we
Yeah.
had not figured it out. At least between
And
us.
we're still figuring it out. We don't have it
Yes.
figured out fully, but
Yeah.
we've learned a lot, and we want to
Yeah.
share it. And
That's
we want to
good.
remember these lessons. Like in 50 years, are we going to remember how hard it was? But now, while it's still fresh on our mind, we want to record it and remember it for ourselves and for our posterity and for all of you guys too. So
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Guess what? Years ago, when we lived in a house before the other last house, we've moved a lot. But when we very first started vlogging, I wanted to do something that was very like probably bad for our marriage in a way. This is a secret and I haven't told you guys, but what I wanted to do was when we got in a fight, record how we settle it. And I talked to Michael about that.
I don't remember that.
I talked to you about it and you were like, and I was like, okay, we're not ready for that yet.
I don't remember that at all.
But at the
I'm
time,
ready for it now.
I know.
Let's
I think
go.
you
Let's
are
fight.
too. Okay, let's fight. Bring it on.
To be continued. All right. Let's wait till the next episode.
But I think that's something that a lot of people nowadays don't really know how to do.
Yeah.
Is just
Conflict resolution.
yes.
Communication.
Like, and we have done it
compromise.
so much because we
Right.
butt heads so much. Both of us
We're both
are
very driven, powerful, and
leader type.
artistic, creative, driven. It's like
Yeah.
we both have an idea of where we want to go with something, and sometimes it
And
doesn't
sometimes
mesh.
it's completely conflicting, and then we're like, okay,
We got to talk it out. Till
we
figure it
have
out.
to talk this out. And one of the biggest things was when Michael actually came home full time because we were so blessed because our YouTube channel was just starting to take off, and that was one of the hardest things that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you are messing up my schedule. Why are you doing this? Because it wasn't like mean. It was just we had to learn to coexist all the time.
Right.
And before that, we had our personal space during the day. He would go to work and he would have his time not around kids or me. And I would be home and I would be the only one that was in charge of the whole household and all the kids. And the kids would come to me and the kids reacted to me differently when he was home.
They still
So
do.
and they still do. So he never believed that I was that commanding or powerful. It's been a lot of things to work through.
And we'll talk about all of them.
Yes. So there's a lot to look forward to.
So
with
is
this
that the preview?
podcast.
That's the preview for our channel
I
then.
think that's the preview.
So stay tuned. We'll have episodes every week. Full
Is there anything
episodes.
else we're forgetting?
I think that's it.
What does that green thing say?
Grape people.
Why?
I don't even know.
Why?
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. New episodes every week.
Wait.
It's gonna be fun. Do
Oh.
you want to? We start at the beginning? Is that our love story? Is that how we want to start this thing?
I think the beginning would be,
Fun.
well, yeah, but that's not the true beginning. The true beginning is when I was born. Just kidding. It's being raised with my family.
That'll be the prequel. So we'll start at the beginning, and then later on we'll do the prequel, which
Okay,
is like
okay.
your childhood.
Sounds good. I like that.
Okay. All right. Signing off. Beach Theory.
Pause the game. See you next time.